Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to another exciting edition of The American Revolution, Lesson 13, with your host, me, Mrs. Inman. Okay, so what you need, to succeed today is your mentor text, a pencil, and a highlighter. Okay, so our learning goals today are: I can analyze how a graphic feature expands on information in an informational text. And I can determine how a graphic feature supports an author's purpose. So let's take a look at some text and graphic features. Remember, text and graphic features, they highlight important texts. They make the text easier to understand. They organize the information, and then they also add new information. So I have highlighted timelines because that's what we're talking about today. And you know, a timeline shows a series of events in chronological order. All right, so
I found this on the web for a series of
I said a series and my Siri went off. Okay, so my goodness, how does the timeline help us understand why some Native American groups sided with the British during the American Revolution? Okay, so on page 18, if you want to open up to page 18, it says that the British promised lands and safety to Native Americans in exchange for their support. Okay. On page 19, it says that some Native communities supported the British because they worked together. So let's look to the timeline to see if there is any additional information. So it looks like there are additional facts here. 1763, the Royal Proclamation of 1763 restricts colonial expansion beyond the Appalachian Mountains and protects Native American lands. But in 1778, it says, under the Treaty of Fort Pitt, colonists and the Delaware people agreed to perpetual peace and friendship. Within 2 years, the treaty collapses after American forces kill a number of Delawares. Okay. So these would be strong reasons for a Native American group to side with the British. Because here it's showing that, the Royal Proclamation, which is British, it's saying, nope, we're not going to go past the Appalachian Mountains. We're going to protect the Native American lands. Down here, there's a treaty. The colonists and the Delaware people, which the Delaware people are the Native American group, they agreed to perpetual peace and friendship, but then that treaty collapsed and American forces, or they killed a lot of the Delawares, of the Native American tribe. So the author uses the timeline to show important interactions between the Native Americans and the British and American colonists. Okay. Here's what I want you to do. How does the timeline add to your understanding of events described in paragraph 3? Why does the author include this additional information? Whoop. So pause here, take some time to figure out why this timeline adds to your understanding of the events described. Okay, and think about why does the author include this? Okay, go ahead and then join me again when you're done. Welcome back. Okay. In 1778 is what I circled for the timeline. Whoop. The timeline provides more information here about the relationship between the Delaware people and the Americans. They signed a peace treaty, but the Americans broke it. So the author includes this information to further support why the Delawares sided with the British. I would too. Had this piece of information come up across, and this is exactly why. All right. So are you a 4, 3, 2, or 1? Are you able to analyze how a graphic feature expands on information in an informational text? And are you able to determine how a graphic feature supports an author's purpose? Write that number in your upper corner of your mentor text, and I will see you again tomorrow.